Here's the president with another round of harshness. This is towards Joe Biden, and his another fixation of his is the auto pen. We all know the president has done various things, serious and humorous, to raise the question of whether the use of the auto pen by the Biden administration was done in a way that was legally binding, which is to say that President Biden authorized certain decisions that were then done through auto pen. Here's President Trump once again on that theme. Number 8, please.
And operating the auto pen, and I'm sure there are more than one, because I think some of the people can operate it themselves. Some of the high-level people operate it themselves. They would just go in and sign his name with an auto pen onto very important documents, not only pardons, but policy, maybe cafe standards, okay, as an example. Who signed cafe? If you ask Biden what's a cafe standard, he would have absolutely no idea. He'd say, where is the cafe located? The guy didn't know anything.
All right, what he's referring to is the purpose of the signing ceremony he did today was he signed an executive order in the Oval Office terminating the cafe standards that were in line to take place that Joe Biden had put in place, lowered the standards, so it will be easier for people to keep driving cars that use gasoline. That's called petrol, right? Got that right? By the leader. Here's the president talking about the cafe standards that he's terminating. He terminated earlier today. Number 10, please.
My administration has taken historic action to lower costs for American consumers, protect American auto jobs, and make buying a car much more affordable for countless American families and also safer. We're officially terminating Joe Biden's ridiculously burdensome, horrible, actually, cafe standards that imposed expensive restrictions and all sorts of problems, gave all sorts of problems to automakers. And we're not only talking about here, we're talking about outside of our country, because nobody could do it. Nobody wanted to do it, and it was ridiculous, very expensive. It put tremendous upward pressure on car prices. Combined with the insane electric vehicle mandate, Biden's burdensome regulations helped cause the price of cars to soar more than 25%. And in one case, they went up 18% in 1 year. Today, we're taking one more step to kill the Green New scam. It's part of the greatest scam, probably, well, other than Russia, and a few others I could name. The greatest scam in American history, the Green New scam. And it's a quest to end the gasoline-powered car. This is what they wanted to do, even though we have more gasoline than any other country by far. And people want the gasoline car. They want everything. They want electric. They want to have lots of alternatives, but they do want the gasoline car. Right now, it's leading away by a lot. The car business is a very interesting business, but we want to keep it that way.
So this is not Biden versus Trump. This is Newsom versus Trump, because after the president's announcement, the governor of California, who we haven't seen maybe over the holidays, maybe he was down with his family, but here he is back critical of the president's decision on cafe standards.
Understands the opportunity. It's about markets, it's about supply chains, and it's about influence. They're doing it in Latin America, South America, increasingly in Europe. And we are doubling down on stupid here in the United States. 70% of the EV market is coming out of China now. They're 3x the manufacturing of automobiles that we are in the United States of America, about 31 plus million vehicles to our 10. And it's the tech stack where they're dominating. It's batteries, it's software, it's the future, it's mobility. And so, yeah, I'm a little ticked off that these guys want to pave over the old cow path as opposed to transform the industry and the technology and lower costs for consumers and not have the socialized cost of pollution and lousy health as a byproduct of it.
So whoever booked the Deal Book Summit seems to have done a very good job. They got Governor of California, Treasury Secretary. Katie, the environment. Democrats have long waited for that to become a big issue for in their favor. And things like fracking have turned the tables just a bit. Do you get the sense that the Green movement, whether it's in the Europe context or here, that the Green movement is poised to be a powerful force, or not during these economic times?
I think it just comes down to cost, right? You can always argue a poll either way. So you always get these polls where particularly in the UK, we've seen them where, environment is a top 3 voter issue. But then if you ask the same group, do you feel that you should have to pay this much to replace your boiler or
Right.
to move your car? Then they start to say, no, actually not that bit. So everyone, I think most people tend to like the idea of being more environmental or nice to the planet. It's just when they get the bill, they might start to think twice. And we definitely have a problem in Europe with some of these electric car targets where they're still, some countries have delayed, Germany and others, but in the UK we have Ed Miliband, who's still a true believer,
Yeah.
and who I don't think the administration here are huge fans of. And there is a question as to whether it's going to be ready on time, whether you're actually going to have all the charging points, and do you get almost a gilet jaune, as you saw in Paris, kind of fight back. So I think that it is potentially risky for those who champion green causes if the sums don't add up.
Cozy Earth, 40% off. Amazing. 40% off the softest towels, sheets, pants, and towels you ever did own. Go to cozyearth.com, use the promo code two-way for a full 40% off. If you order before December 12th, guaranteed for Christmas delivery. And if you get to the post-purchase survey, please say you heard about Cozy Earth here. Bamboo sheets, bubble cuddle blanket, 40% off. The jogger pants, you'd think, well, those couldn't be, 40% off. Even the t-shirts, which are the softest, nicest t-shirts you'll ever own, all 40% off. Order again by December 12th. Get it before Christmas. Go to cozyearth.com. Use the promo code two-way. Give the gift of everyday luxury this holiday season. So buy the pants for yourself. Buy them for someone you love. And if you buy the pants for someone else, I'll expect a nice tweet or text on Christmas saying, Mark, you're like my secret Santa. Thank you for your help.
They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America.
And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and two-way tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.